Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I made a YouTube video. That is because, I've been remodeling the room and I've been going through some stuff, so it's like, but also another thing is that, I wanted to make a short story kind of, or a short, well, it's kind of a long video about how it ended with my, ex Heather, and this has been a while since we've been broke up, and I haven't made a video on it. So, yeah, a few announcements is I'll probably be doing more stuff like this or short stories. Anyway, I got the paper here. I'm gonna read off of it. So I don't know why I'm doing this, but here we go. So the title is called "How It All Ended." They say once you're broken, that's hard to put yourself back together, and they are right. I was with this girl for 3 years, and I actually, loved her, which would be the first girl I actually loved. And when I say love, I mean actually love, because I was with her that long, and usually, things don't last that much, so... Anyway, but as you find out in life, some things are too good to be true. This is my story. It all started back in junior high when I had first met her. Well, I didn't meet her at first. See, what had happened is I went to my friend Dallas's house, and I was struggling to get a girlfriend because all the girls would judge me and stuff before they even got to know me. Truth is, I'm a nice guy and easy to get along with. I'm kind and stuff, and I don't really, do anything wrong. But I guess, some girls just want to judge before they get to know you. Anyway, it all started back in junior high. I went to my friend Dallas's. I was single at the time. I remember telling him that it was hard to find a girlfriend, which it is. Then his brother Dalton had gave me this girl's number. Her name was Heather. So that's when I first actually started talking to her. I wouldn't text her that first night. I was afraid because I figured, she don't know me, and, would she even care to know me? Because out of all the experiences I had, it's like, they either tell you they got a boyfriend, lie, or they say you're ugly, or, stuff like that. But yeah, so I didn't text her because I was afraid. But the next day I said, I'm not going to say that word, but instead I just said, why not? Because you only live once. So I took the chance of me and her, and we had started talking, and before I knew, we were together and stuff. To be honest, I had no idea that it would go or last long, because I figured, it's like, you don't know until you fully hang out with them and actually, experience certain stuff, like either like hanging out, watching movies and stuff, yada yada. Anyway, shoot, where was I? Oh, I had no idea that it would actually end later on, but here's how it goes of that. Last night, my football game, she had came, so then I actually got to see her then, and then we made plans that following weekend to see her, so we hung out and stuff. And before she left, I remember I had kissed her and stuff, and it wasn't awkward to do that because honestly, no, no shame in it, but yeah. Anyway, a few months went by, everything was good. Me and Heather, we had our ups and downs at some points, like, there was times where we kind of broke up a few times, and that's because I don't really think I knew how to take it. And that's because, like, being with somebody, it never lasted long, so I always figured, what if she were to dump me or find someone better and stuff? That would, it'd be horrible. So I guess, the main thing is on that, I don't know. Me and her just did that, and then a year went by, everything was great still, we were to hang out and everything, and I don't even need this paper, guys, because I'm gonna tell you this. So anyway, we would hang out and stuff, and there was times she would come to family events, like, summertime, we would all, my family would throw swimming parties and stuff, and it would be like family and stuff. And Heather, she blended in so well, it was like she was part of the family. I mean, everyone loved her. And this is within the first 2 years, because me and her, we got along so well, and we did everything. We together, like, we went on walks and stuff. We talked through things when we needed to talk, because she understood me and she could trust me. Then the third year had came, and this is where it started going downhill, because there's some stuff that happened, okay, guys? But I can't get into that, because that was, that stuff is very personal, and she wouldn't want that out there, and I wouldn't want to put it out there. Anyway, let's just say some stuff happened, and then she ended up moving. And then she ended up going back to school again, meeting new people, friends, getting all that stuff. Started dressing nicer, started living better, and that was actually great. I'm actually proud of her and stuff. And I'm glad, that she's able to do all that stuff now and, have a better life. And that's something I will never forget. And I'm glad, she has all that. But anyway, this third year, she, here's how it went. I was going to take her to homecoming. And, so, I had made plans to see her. Well, we all did. We made plans to see her, a couple weeks before. And I had made this new friend at school. And I'll get into that probably later in the video, or actually next video, depending. But no, I made a new friend, so that was cool. But anyway, we're going to meet up at this one place, and we did meet up and stuff. But here's how I kind of figured that it was going to end. When we saw each other, she didn't hug me or talk to me, starting out. It kind of made me feel terrible, because I was like, I kind of saw something coming. I didn't want to admit it at the time, so I just, I didn't say nothing. So when we got in the car to go to her house, I was riding there. The whole ride was silent. She didn't even say a word to me or nothing, and I didn't talk because I didn't want to tell her, like, I felt upset about it or nothing. So I didn't really talk to her because, I didn't want her to see me upset about that, because everything felt different. I'm not going to lie, and that's a shame, because I really cared for her, Heather, I mean, she was probably, I don't know, she was one of the best people I actually met. And, I can't get that back, I'm not gonna lie. And that's fine now, because I've learned to accept the fact that not all things could last. I mean, it is kind of hard talking about this, but, I just want her to know that no matter what, I'ma still care about her as a friend, I mean, as far as liking her, I can't really say much about that. We just split apart. But anyway, getting back to the going over there thing. So, car ride was silent. We got back. As soon as I got there, I put my stuff in the room. So, I'm sitting on the couch. And I'm not saying anything. I'm just silently just sitting there checking my phone every once in a while because my friend was texting me. And I was silent, and I guess she knew that I was feeling upset, so she asked what was wrong. I just said nothing, I tried playing it off. And I couldn't tell her that it was because, she didn't talk to me or act like she wanted to be with me the last time. But, I just played it off, and then I said nothing, and then she came, sat by me, and then leaned her head against my shoulder and stuff, like she would usually do. And, that was always something that I enjoyed because, it felt nice having someone there that you could talk to and stuff. Anyway, we still sat silent for a bit. And I think she knew I was worrying because, I think she kind of knew I was afraid to lose her. And that was actually a hard part because when we were together and stuff, she'd always tell me how, she never wanted to leave, or she'd always talk about wanting to marry me one day and stuff, and, I remember her telling me that nobody could replace me. Or she told me that nobody could, or that she couldn't replace me. My bad, guys. But yeah, she told me nobody could, I couldn't be replaced, and I was kind of it made me feel a little better because I remember we started talking again, everything was fine that night. Nothing ever happened. It was we were doing good, Anyway, she signs the homecoming papers and stuff, and so does her foster mom. She signs all the papers. They get it signed by the school and everything. So here's how the weekend went. We were still texting, and then she started slow replying, and I started feeling like she was gonna dump me again. Things weren't okay because she's something, and then she's I can't tell you. I'm why can't you just tell me? You could be honest. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but I'm not gonna be mad. I understand people grow apart. So, she went somewhere without me. Usually she goes places with me, and she was actually gonna be close. I don't know, I think it was a Marigold Festival or something. But she was still acting weird. And, she was hanging out with this guy, and she was friends with this guy, Jason. And I was yeah, you can have friends because I'm not a controlling person. If a girl wants to have guy friends when you're with them, they can. Because, I trusted Heather, and I still do. And, anyway, she was friends with him, and I was friends with this other person. So, everything seemed okay, but then, it started getting into more detail. And she said she liked the kid. She finally told me, and at that point, I knew it was going to end. So here's what I do. We're still talking. I'm asking her why and stuff, and what possibly went wrong. And she wasn't really clear on why we broke up. But thing was, I did everything for her, I took care of her when she was sick. I helped her out a lot, so did my family. And it just hurts me sometimes because to know how much I cared for that person and then to have her just go like that, it hurts, of course, but I'm alright because I know she's happy, and to be honest, that's what I want from her. She'd always think, back when we were about to break up, she also said, she said she felt like I didn't care about her, that I wasn't proud of her, but to be honest, I am proud of her and everything. Now, no, I didn't get time to tell her, and if I could go back, I'd fix some stuff. But, anyway, she ended up blocking me on everything. We don't talk anymore. It's kind of a shame because, I would love to be friends with her again and actually talk to her. But that may never happen. And I guess, sometimes people just split, like I said. But, thing with Heather is she, I wish she knew how proud I was, that she actually got out of a situation that was terrible, and she's making something of herself. She's growing up, and she's got everything she wants now, and that's a good thing. She's got, like, people that could always be around her. She's got people that care. Guys, I'm sorry, this is actually hard to talk about. I didn't think it would kind of hurt, jeez. But, yeah, just hang on a second, man. I apologize for that, but some things strike a feeling because I can remember the first time and stuff, but I'm not going to go into that. Anyway, guys, so back to what I was saying. I never, I wish things didn't happen like they did, because I cared about her, and Dad even knew. Dad asked me one time, he's like, "You really love her, don't you?" I said, "Yeah." And he knew it. See, even my dad loved Heather like she was family, because, like, Heather was sweet and nice and everything. She was, like, probably one of the nicest people you can meet, so I don't understand why some people hated her, And I don't know why some people bullied her. I haven't seen her in close to a year now. And quite frankly, I probably won't again because, yeah. But, I don't know. I just thought, I'd make this video because, like, she was an amazing person. Now, I want to get that out there. And, like, she's with this other guy now, and he seems okay, So, I'm glad for them. I'm glad she's happy again. At least she can even be more happier now, And, that's the way it's going to be. But no, we don't talk anymore, and it kind of sucks, so I guess, making this video, I hope she sees it and realizes, there's things that I said things I haven't said that I wanted to tell her, but I never could tell her because it was always hard to talk to her, and I don't really talk about her much anymore because I know if I do, then it still kind of hurts. But, seeing her happy and stuff, it also, puts my mind at ease. But, yeah, guys. So, I mean, usually I don't make videos like this, but I had to speak the truth about what happened between me and her. Because, there's not much out there. And, it'd be nice to see her side of the story, so hopefully, if she could make a video and do what I did, explain. I don't expect her to, and I don't expect her to talk to me ever again, but that's just life. And when me and her actually broke up the last time, I think it kind of hurt some of the family members too, because they loved her. Every time I go over to, like, my sister-in-law's, Andrew and Kelton, my little nephews, always mention her and say, "Whatever happened between you guys?" And I just say, she's busy and stuff. I don't even tell them the truth because they're too young to even understand, But I just, and then Vivi, she's too young, so she wouldn't even know what's going on. But, yeah, guys, so, that's a lot of what happened. And so I didn't even finish the homecoming thing. But, so yeah, right before homecoming, like, when Heather did break up with me, the papers just came in, and I remember opening it. And it said, all the information, and the school actually approved her to go. And then she dumped me, and then I kept the papers at first. And I kept looking at them, and I would always, tear up because I'd sit there and be like, we're not even together. So then she asked me, she's like, are you going to turn in the paper so we could go? And I'm like, I told her, I'm like, nah, I mean, I can't, because she broke up with me. I wanted to take her because, like, I cared about her, and being with her, always, always made me smile. But anyway, guys, so that's pretty much what it is. Usually I don't explain things often like this, and I'm glad, to actually get some of this out, because then, I don't have to, I don't know, really, But I just hope you guys understand, and I hope that she understands, and she knows that I'm proud. Even though it didn't really last. And, yeah. Anyway, I'm in this video here, guys. I'm glad you guys could, listen, and I hope you guys watch to the end, but if you don't, I don't expect you to, man. I don't know. But anyway, guys, see ya later, and, thanks for watching if you fully watched it. And, Heather, if you see this, I hope you know that everything in this video was true, and I'm happy for you, so, you do you.